Hello, you are welcome to I Can Make It. I want you to know that God has a plan concerning your life, and the plan concerning your life cannot be aborted. You see, nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. You are welcome to I Can Make It. With me in this edition today, we have Brother Callistus. Hello, brother.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning. How is everything going?
Very well. We bless God. We are grateful. We are thankful.
Well, it's a very sad thing today that we have a lot of young men taking their life. I want you to know that in this life where we live in today, God's plan concerning your life cannot be aborted.
That's right.
There are challenges in life. There are so many things that come in life. I'm not going to sit down here and tell you, oh, everything has been rosy. I have also partake of the challenges that we see in life because I'm alive. The reason why God give us elderly people, give us people that have been here before you came, like our parents and the other, it was because we can learn from them. Many years ago, I started thinking, how can I make it? I was thinking, how will my tomorrow look like? I was thinking, when will I have my own house? When will I have my own car? I begin to worry. I begin to take thought. Do you know that thought sent me to hospital? The doctor checked, diagnosed everything. They didn't see nothing. And there is this boy, a very young friend of mine, that told me, can you go and see our family doctor? I got to that doctor that day. The hospital, we got to the family hospital. Even the doctor checked me. The doctor said they did not see anything. They thought it was headache I was having, or they thought it was eye problem. They took me into one room, asked me to read some tiny letter. I did. Then the man now said, okay. They now took me to one pastor, a chaplain of the hospital. What I'm telling you is over maybe about 40 years ago. Wow. They took me either 40 or 38 years ago. They took me to this chaplain. I got to this man. The man sat me down and the man started asking me, what are you thinking about? Then I started telling the man that I was thinking about how am I going to be? How will my life be in this life that I find myself? Because putting my life on a scale, weighing it on a scale by myself, there was no tomorrow. I didn't even know, I didn't even see today. There was no tomorrow. It looked as everything is gone. I was really frustrated as a young man. And after that man spoke to me, he only read a book of the Bible in the book of Matthew. And he began to tell me how many of you taking thought we had a cubit. Then he said, I should no longer take thought. I should trust God. That was a changing point in my life. I tell you, that headache, all those things that were doing me, stop. This was my own testimony. It's a sad story today when you read our news. I've been reading so many things lately, and I was sharing with my brother Callistus on the way to the studio. I've seen a lot. These are the ones that is being written. We can check. A lot of young men that have committed suicide. There's another man that committed suicide. There is another man that killed his wife, killed his children, and jumped into the well. A lot. Let me tell you something. There is no tomorrow, but there is today. Enjoy today, then your tomorrow will be better. The seed you harvest tomorrow, it was sown today, and the one you harvest yesterday was sown day before yesterday. Sow good seed. Life is a product of principle. Look at the way the things that God created. As long as you follow those principles, you will make progress. A seed is sown and it become a tree and bring forth a fruit. As long as you are here in this world, you can make it. Those that cannot make it did not come. Now that you are here, you can make it. Now, between when you were born till the day you die, in between you are the driver of this steering. So you need to drive carefully. That is why when we come to encourage you today. I don't know what you are thinking. I don't know what you are going through. But I'm here telling you, you can make it. that dream you have can come to pass. All you need to do is to build relationship with the people that are going to the same direction to where you are going, and you will see yourself there. You will arrive there. You will arrive at that place of success. Once a tree leaves, once a seed leaves the owner's land and be planted, that tree is bound to flourish and to succeed and to make it. Why? It's sown on a good soil. It brings forth his root and he grows his trees, and before you know, he brings forth fruit. That is making it. I know you can make it. Somebody might be telling you cannot. The economic situation might be telling you cannot. Those that are in the authority, without authority, might be telling you that you cannot. But I want to tell you something. There is a senior authority that comes from the Creator, the manufacturer of this whole world, and he said, my thought towards you is of good and not of evil. Take those evil thoughts away. Don't kill yourself. You don't need to drink any substance. I was sharing with him about a young man that left his house and said, I'm going to jump into the lagoon. And straight away jump into the lagoon, and that's the end of that young man. What about the one that killed his wife, killed his children, and jump into the well? We used to read these things when we say, oh, Nigeria is one of the most happiest people on earth. But today what is happening? Because we are taking thought, we are thinking that we can make it on our own. I want to tell you today, having read through and see what's happening in our country, I want to tell you, you cannot make it without God. With God on your side, that thing that look impossible become possible because you trust in the God that is able to make all things possible. With a man that believes it is possible, I'm here to tell you, it is possible. You can make it. God bless you. And my brother Callistus will start from.
Thank you so much. You know, as you were, ruminating over what you just did, the very negative testimonies of people who have been committing suicide. So one question comes to my mind: what kind of relationship did they have? I mean, were they related? I mean, did they have good, strong, non-biased relationship with the right people? Because we've been talking about relationships, we're talking about associations, and all that. We are aware that bad communication will always corrupt good manners, good intentions, good attitudes, good environment. So the question is, who are you relating with? Who are you going out with? I mean, these guys who just expired their lives just like that, didn't they have relationship with the one who gave them their life? I mean, didn't they have relationship with God? Didn't they have relationship with people? I mean, were they were just islands on their own like that? So these questions are for us to answer. What kind of relationship are you into? All right, what kind of friends, what kind of association will I find you in when I get out there and I'm looking for you? Where will I find you? Don't forget that there's a saying that says that if you show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. I will tell you who you are. So these guys who committed suicide, maybe they had friends, maybe they had, but I'm not sure. But that's a question for every one of us to think about. What kind of relationship do you have?
Apart from that, a lot of people that goes to commit suicide, many of them withdraw to themselves. Exactly. And I believe that, you see, once you hold a bundle of a broom, you can't break it.
You can't break it, yes.
But association, that seclusion, that withdrawal to yourself, you make you feel self-pity, and because you become pitted, you need to know that you are not alone in this world. You need to know that everyone you see today that is succeeding, they have the same option. I want to let you know, I have also had thought of suicide sometimes. I've told you, I've had that thought. It's a thought, but don't act it. It's a trick of the devil to kill, to steal, and to destroy you. I've had that thought. I remember when my father and my mother had quarrel, and my father asked me to help him pack my mother's load away from the house. I remember one day after my mother left, I was just 16 years old. I had a thought to kill myself with a blade and a knife. I had a thought, and I've already arranged it. I've already arranged it.
So you had options. You had
Yes, I've already arranged it. I've already done. My thought was to bring out your tummy, cut it to the blade, and stab yourself, and you are dead. But the truth is that there is a voice that spoke to me that day and told me, why not tell this other person to come tomorrow? Because there were two forces in my room that day. And these forces were speaking to me. One say, kill yourself. One say, okay, don't worry. Tell him to come back tomorrow. And that's it, tomorrow. Tomorrow is always. And there is a tomorrow. Now, if you can wait till tomorrow, you see, your tomorrow will be better than your today. If you can wait till tomorrow. That was what the voice I heard that day, telling you will do it tomorrow. And I told him I will do it tomorrow, and the other one left. And that tomorrow has already. You tell me.
And the tomorrow is still coming. You are still waiting for the tomorrow.
When you ask me,
life is doing well. Yeah.
No matter how difficult it is, I go back to that same word. Tomorrow.
That's right.
And if you can move tomorrow, I wish you know how beautiful your tomorrow look like. I wish God will open your eye to see that there's a greater tomorrow. Tomorrow is in the making. Tomorrow is in process. Tomorrow, those things you are looking at today, you won't see them again tomorrow. You might look difficult today. It might look very, very difficult today. Your economic situation might be difficult today. The things you are trusting God for might look very difficult today. But I'm telling you, there is a tomorrow, and your tomorrow will be better than today. Why not do what I did? I told the devil I will do it tomorrow. And I tell you something, that's it. No matter how difficult it is, the people you see that are celebrating today, yesterday was they made today, they waited, and today is their harvest. I want you to know that there is a tomorrow waiting for you, a brighter tomorrow, and you just need to be careful for nothing. Be careful for nothing. Cast your cares on God. Cast it on Him. He's the maker. He's the creator that was not created. He didn't need any raw material, neither did he need any construction company to help him hold anything. He does not take permission from anybody. Suddenly, that breakthrough you've been looking for will come. Don't give up. There is a brighter tomorrow waiting for you. No matter how depressed you are today, get up, dust yourself. There is a tomorrow, a brighter tomorrow awaiting you. Just move on. Don't give up.
Yes, don't give up. Just move on. Also, I'd like to say this. You are a friend out there. Please always check up on your friends. You know, you were talking about withdrawal. You know how come these guys just withdrew themselves and nobody even checked on them. Nobody even cared or bothered to even find out what the problem is with them. I know that some people are very difficult sometimes to open up, but as a friend, in that relationship of whatever kind, please check up on people. Give them calls. When you give them calls, encourage them like we are doing here, that you can make it no matter how critical and no matter how bad that situation is looking. Look, the situation is just looking like what you are seeing, all right? But if you stay long on it, you stay there, it's only light, it's very light. You are the heavyweight. I keep saying it. That challenge is just a lightweight. You are the heavyweight because you carry inside of you the capacity to overcome. You carry inside of you every ability to have victory. So please check up on your friends. We've been talking about relationships, and all that. Whatever relationship you find yourself in, you're an employer or employee, please check up on your employer or check up on your employee. Husbands, check up on your wives, every time. Check up on your children. Just check up on somebody, I also give you a testimony, all right? Someone had said, my associates had done something and I wasn't happy, so I called him up, and I was quite, a bit rash on the phone and all that. But of course, after a while, we sorted out everything. Now, only for me to hear from that person that day my call came, the ranting, everything. The person said he was on the bridge in town. He was going to jump over the bridge to kill himself. Yes, that's a testimony. They said when my call came, and I remember when I was talking with him on the phone, he was crying and I was angry. You did something wrong and I'm trying to correct you. Why are you crying? I felt he was just being, babyish and all that. So when he said this, I remember, yes, when I was speaking with him, he was crying on the phone.
And you are saying that the guy was trying to...
Yeah, he was on the bridge, yes. Yeah, Abuja. Yeah. When I called him. So it was my call. I had something in my office. He had my key. And we went to somewhere and came back. He forgot and left with the key. And what I had in my office, I needed it. So I called him. I said, look, how do I get this thing out of the office? I need this thing, And then that call prompted him to move. He was just there going to jump when the call came.
Wow.
And he said he was going to come back to bring the key. I told him, no, don't come back. Forget. He said no, he was going to come back. Now, the long and short is, I don't know whether he came back or not that day. That action stopped, no matter whether I was quarreling or whether, but that call was something.
Yes, but that should tell you the way this thing we just started talking about this that should tell you how spread a lot of people are really discouraged.
Yes. Depression. People are so depressed. Yes.
Now I don't know whatever you are thinking about. Now you must learn to cast your cares.
Yes, upon God.
On God. You didn't create yourself. One thing you must know is that we brought nothing to this world. For sure, you are not going to take anything out. Another thing again you must know: don't set expectation that is higher.
That's right.
A lot of us will have great expectation. Don't expect anything from people. One of the things that helped me, nobody owe me anything, including my dad.
You must tell yourself that. You must tell yourself that.
Nobody owe me anything. Is it 1 naira I have?
Be content with
I'll be content with such as I have. Is it 10 naira I have? I'll be content with such as I have. I believe there is a greater tomorrow. Just talking to you now, you brought this thing back. I want you to know that you might be there. And a lot of people have disappointed you. Friends no longer pick your call. Nobody is talking to you. Is there anybody that you know today that had a great story today that have not had
gone through sometimes twice what you are going through yesterday? Sometimes
realistic. Let me tell you this story. Many years ago, a very senior friend of mine told me this story. There was this man that had a little rice, and he now told himself that he was going to eat this rice and die. So he took this rice inside this, not these days where you have what they call it, takeaway.
Takeaway, yes.
This one was this the leather, okay, the leaf.
Okay, rice. Yes.
He took it up. He had a rope to kill himself. He took the thing up, and when he has done eating, said, "This is the last one I have." Then he threw away the paper down under him. While he was busy tying the rope, he heard some noise under the tree.
And then he looked.
He decided to look. Then he saw somebody
who was licking the leaf.
Yes, I was licking it. And was saying, "Thank God, my tongue can touch something today." And he looked at himself. He wanted to kill himself. And he saw somebody picking leaf and said, "Thank God, I can lick something today." Then he now dawned on him that there was somebody that he was better than. I want you to know
your situation is better.
Stop counting your problem. Stop counting your a lot of people are very good at counting their problem. Start counting
your blessings. That's right.
If you don't know your blessing, let me tell you some of your blessings. Some of your blessing is good health. You are alive. There are people that are trusting God just to see tomorrow. They are not ready to die yet. They have something to live for. A lot of these people we are talking about that committed suicide, they have children, they have loved ones, some of them still have their parents. You need to know, you need to be encouraged. You need to look at your life again and again and know that there is a greater future.
That's right.
Don't give up. A lot of miracles have happened in the life of people that thought, oh, you know, there was something that happened during the course of None Shall Be Barren program we had.
Yes, recently. Yeah.
There is this man, he has been married for more than 10 years. He has tried everything. He has gone everywhere. But he heard about that program on radio. Then he decided to come for the program. And the day was coming, he told the wife, we need to go there early. Then he told the wife, we'll leave by 12 o'clock. All of a sudden he came back from and said, let's leave by 11.
That's earlier, 1 hour earlier. Yeah, the scheduled time. Yeah.
So, but to cut the long story short, this man was seated in the hall, and this is a man that had been expecting, trusting God for the fruit of the womb for the past 10 years. He had not even had money to treat himself. He had traveled everywhere. But on this fateful day, he just sit down and was listening to what that was being taught. After the program, I came up to say, oh, I want to thank all of you that came early, especially you. I saw you since around 12 o'clock. That was the beginning of his miracle.
Wow.
You know, that day, after I mentioned the man, yes, we started the program around 4-5.
And he had been there 4 hours before the time.
4-5 hours before,
wow, before the time.
Then when the doctor heard that he had been there 4 hours before the time, he went straight to the man, asked, what do you want me to do? How many children are you trusting God for?
Wow.
Then the man said, the wife said, I need 5. So the doctor said, you don't understand. And I said, yes.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yes, you don't
and
understand.
I said, that let's start from 2.
That's right.
So doctor now said, okay. Because of what you have done, you have been here since morning. I'm going to take care of all your bills from now till you deliver.
Praise God.
And that was how that man got his miracle. You don't know the next step you need to. You have not completed that step yet. Maybe the step you need to take is just 20. Then you are in number 18.
18, very close, so close to your breakthrough.
A lot of people have given up at the verge of their breakthrough. You are listening to me. The story we are telling you today is you that I'm talking to. You are that man. Maybe you have been relieved from your job. Maybe you went to shop, nothing is happening. Business is no longer going as you are. Manage the little you have. Oh, you say, oh, you don't understand what we are going through. Yes, I might not understand it, but I know a God that is standing with you right now.
That's right.
And is able to make everything beautiful in their time. I want to let you know, we love you.
Yeah.
This is Simon and Samantha Brother Callistus on I Can Make It.
Yeah.
And we know you can make it.
Yes.
We are not here to discourage you.
That's right.
We are here to encourage you. You can make it. Until see you again in our next edition. Bye-bye and God bless you.
Bless you.